Okay, you guys ready? Where do we start with? You guys want to start with consistency over optimization? Importance of tier list should take about 2 seconds, so we can start there if you want. Winning and losing streaks, strawberry banana pancakes, and then we have 30-second playstyle. What do you guys want to talk about? Okay, let's start with 30-second playstyle because I think this is the one we can all immediately recognize the most. And this is something that I thought I was thinking by myself, but also Infiltration pointed it out one time about his own gameplay. Resign, well, also it's kind of hard to tell sometimes when you do Tatsu, it hits cross-up when you don't think it's going to. It's just a trajectory change. Like, so when they're thinking about going this way, and you Tatsu right over and hit them from the back, it can work out like that. Okay, but if you noticed, if you just pay attention to the clock while you're playing, if you're an average player, which includes me, includes you, anyone who's not gods, right, can succumb to this. You'll notice that at some point you were getting 30-second playstyles, and by that I mean you look at the clock and it says 69 seconds at the end of every single game. You know what 69 means? Yeah, we all do. But that also means that you're playing 30-second playstyle. Win or lose, the match generally ends in 30 seconds. That's why. It's sort of a 30-second game. There's 99 seconds on the clock, but I bet if they were to average out all the emotes, or you made me say the word emote, notebook, shut up! If you average out all the rounds, you'll see, I bet money, that the average time for a round is at 69 seconds. That's because it's a 30-second game, and then good players can go beyond that. And I've really made it an effort to make sure, ever since I saw that, because I didn't know about that. I just saw that every time I lost or won, it was at 69 seconds, and at first I thought it was funny. But then I was like, why am I always at 69 seconds? And I realized that's 30 seconds exactly. So then I made an effort to make it last longer, and it all started with that Justin Wong video I'm always memeing about, hey, you have 99 seconds on the clock. Why are you playing a 30-second playstyle when you have 2/3 more of that to go? And it made me realize, when I played like that, I think my win rate was at its highest when I was being such a turtly, annoying, slow bitch. That's the only time Rob TV has ever sent me hate mails, when I lamed him out so hard. I was playing so lame. And he sent me, yeah, it's the first time he ever sent me a hate mail. Like, oh, we're just gonna fucking sit around all day? So if you're having problems with a particular thing, take a look at the clock. Take a look at the clock when you play. Just when you win. Just make it a mental effort to see, like, when you win it. It's gonna generally be 69, never below 50. But then now the matchups are so diverse that people have a better understanding of the game. Maybe that's not quite the same as it used to be, but just take a look. How do you adjust a 30-second playstyle? You stay conscious of it. You stay conscious of that. You have a 30, and the reason why you naturally fall into a 30-second playstyle is because, quite honestly, our attention spans aren't what we think they are. So you play to the degree in which you can pay attention, because you have to do 3 rounds max, right? Exactly. Yeah, Quiggy, my win rate is always highest when I go beyond patient. Yeah, it's true. It's just, most of the time you don't want to play like that. But you have to, at some point, I think, especially these high level players go beyond what they want to play like, and what they must play like to win. It's just when winning becomes winning in itself is the #1 objective. And I think for a lot of us, winning isn't exactly the we think it is. Like, what do you want to do in this game? You want to win. I bet you could test that theory, and judging by the way we play, maybe winning isn't our #1. Kevin Malone Chili here playing Sagat, is his #1 objective to win? Debatable. You know, am I making demon compilations because I'm very concerned about just being consistent in my win rate? How many people actually just the objective is to become the most winningest they can be, and that's a word. So don't even try to pull a fast one. No, winning is not our end goal. Sometimes it is, but when you find yourself bitching about this, that, the other, this, we think it is. Who said that? Was it Eris? Did Eris actually say that? I think it was Eris. Sometimes he says enlightening things. He said something about everyone thinks that they want to win, but really there's a lot of people who don't actually want to win. It's not about winning the game. Some people are playing not to lose. That's very true. That's like a survival instinct in the middle of the match. Like, I think I talk about that when you're going to survival mode. Instead of trying to find your opportunity, you hope for a miracle to happen. I have a video about that. Off117, thank you very much for that dang follow. I don't want to just win, I want to dominate. Yeah, I hear that. Doing whatever it takes to win, and that means being as lame as you need to be, you know, as scrubby as you might need to be. You know, sometimes you gotta pull that scrub tool. To say I'm trying to not play scrubby is to remove an option. I'm not gonna do this or that, but you see, these people with really consistent win rates, it's like the same thing every time. Not in a bad way. It's just they execute the game plan, and that's all there is to it. Their objective is to win the game. And I can't say, you know, half the time I'm thinking about how do I win this. I really dislike people that won't pull out the dirt every now and then because they're above it. I mean, BDN can speak on this. There was a time when it still resonates with me sometimes where I don't want to win a certain way. I want to win as clean. I want to completely outplay you. We have this weird tainted idea of that because Street Fighter V is like a meme. Oh, totally, Notebook. That's what my point is. It's Street Fighter V is like a meme, and like Street Fighter V playstyle is like a meme. Oh, I just got Street Fighter V, you know? But like, if you lose in chess, you're like, oh, I just got chessed. Ooh, I totally got checkers out right now. Oh, he just connect forward the hell out of me. That was like such a connect forward thing to do. I don't know. You translate that to anything else, and it's like, I don't know. Or like you're watching a MMA match, and the person gets a lucky uppercut. Oh, this dude got so MMA just now. Wow. He just got so MMA'd. Or like you get caught in an accidental triangle. He just got so jujitsu'd. That's scrubby. But if you know you can't win the rest of the game clean because of some arbitrary reason, would you rather win or... Exactly. Yeah, Cookie, I'm not saying that's the right way to think. I just would look at my past matches and see how I was winning and realize that I was kind of weaseling against suboptimal players. He got Ngannou. Yeah, like that. Actually, did I show you that slow motion GLB where the other guy, Rosenstrick, was actually playing well in his head? He dodged it and they got a perfect counter jab as Ngannou was coming in. But Ngannou was literally so strong and powerful that he just... Ooh, let me show you guys this real quick. Let me show you guys... Do you guys want to see what unfair looks like? You guys want to see what a real life tier list looks like? You guys think this is Street Fighter V? Tier lists are real life, okay? Tier lists are a real life thing, and I don't mean that as in like who's mid tier. I just mean there are people that are just better than you, stronger than you, faster than you, smarter than you. You ain't the best. Okay, here we go. So how did that come out of the 30-second playstyle? Oh yeah, Ngannou's got a crazy ass 30-second playstyle. That's what we're talking about, Alex. The 69-second pattern. The 69-second pattern. You look at the match every time at the end, it's 69 seconds, and that's because everyone's got a 30-second playstyle. Yeah, and Ngannou always gets outplayed. His hit rate is really low. His hit rate is really low. He doesn't have a fast forward walk speed or a backdash. He doesn't even have a backdash, or he doesn't even have a cross up. But he does have a fucking... He has V-trigger activated when he starts the round. Okay, so that's the 30. That's what I'm trying to say is that's another way to train, is to keep it conscious of what time your rounds are ending. Try to change it just to see how that changes your playstyle. I don't think he has a back button. Alright, what do you guys want to talk about next? Consistency over optimization? Let's just talk about that. The more people I train, the more I see... Because I had to do some thinking, like, how come I could tell people they need to punish something a certain way and they don't do it? But yesterday I got really enlightened by my own training session with someone, right? So let's go to the lab real quick. This is going to help a lot of you guys too. This was huge. We both had like a crazy epiphany about this. Okay? If you have a 3 kicks button, especially, this is huge. You guys have heard me talking about getting around the demon flip as efficiently as possible from the Fudo tech I was talking about, but let me explain to you a better way to do it. This is what reminded me about sometimes consistency is better than being optimal. Getting a little punish every time is better than missing punishes and then one time getting like this big beautiful punish. So, you know, especially when you're just getting started on learning how to punish, you don't need to maximize every situation. So like this, for example, let's do a demon flip jab. Okay. And then we'll do demon flip throw. Okay. So with these two options here, I'm pressing just the 3 kicks button. What that's going to do is allow me to sweep the demon flip and then back rise the palm with just the 3 kicks button. See? If you just time it out with the punch, if you know you're going to get jabbed. You see that? This is to kind of avoid the whole idea of like, what are they going to do? You just accept the fact that they're going to demon flip palm, and you're just willing to take the palm. Look at the damage. And that's this is a Kuma I'm using, by the way. So that's about a throw's damage. But if they fucking... I'm using the 3 kicks to back recover on the palm, and then it used the same button to sweep when they throw. This is awesome, because it's easier. No, because you're reacting to when the jab will hit. So maybe, let's try it. Let's throw a dive kick in there. And in any case, let's find out. Let's see if I can react to this. I don't think so. I think there's a way to time this out, because you're just reacting to the jab. That's the problem, is that the jab happens so fast that what I'm talking about, Alex, is when I see people trying to do punishes, they say they know the punish, but then you watch. Hey Zenith, if you're gonna anti-air every demon flip, then have at it. Then disregard what I'm saying. For all human beings in the chat, you're not gonna be able to anti-air every demon flip, and so the best way to get out of this situation is to back rise the palm, because you guys see how many people I robbed doing the that tech. You know what I'm saying? Like where they don't quick rise. Anyway, I watch people. They say they know the punish, and then we play some games, and they don't punish anything that I do. That's because they don't have a single answer solution for everything. But if you just go with the easiest punish every time, at least you're getting the punish on everything. Yeah, Mag, it does give Oki, but it doesn't give a fucking mix-up the way no recover does. And that's what a lot of people do, because the palm knocks down so fast. I get a literal mix-up in the middle of the screen, and people are like, oh, why does he get a mix-up? Like, dude, you only get to mix up. You get a mix up off anything if you don't rise. So that's what I'm saying. That is a hard situation to react to. So having a really easy situation, easy answer, instead of trying to come up with an optimal punish to the throw, right? Because you can get a big punish off that throw, right? You can get a big punish on that throw if you're ready for it. It's a command grab. But instead, just sweep it, get the damage, get the knockdown, get the momentum, instead of thinking about like getting the biggest punish possible, at least for now. And then if you think you're up to snuff, you can, not the player, just in general, then you can step it up. But start off, if you're not punishing everything, start off with really making your punishes simple. If you block a Akuma stand heavy punch target combo and you're trying to get a big punish but you don't ever do it, just do a light one. jab Tatsu, HK Tatsu. Just get a small punish on everything. You don't have to get the biggest. How does this connect with consistency over optimization? Because when you're at a lower rank, people think of the optimal thing to do in that situation, but they don't get it. And I can pick any silver gold replay on CFN, and I see nothing but missed punishes over and over because people aren't sure about the situation. So pick single answers. Don't, instead of thinking about optimizing everything right away, like, oh, I just want to do the optimal combo, because I used to think like this too. You're trying to get the optimal combo. Be consistent, at least when you're starting off. Just get a consistent combo, like jab combo on everything. You know what I mean? So as you get better in the game, then you start to learn how to optimize. But consistency is always better if you're trying to rank up, just and be more consistent in punishes in general, and then step it up. I'm so tired of seeing people like, oh, what do I do to get out of this rank? And then I watch their matches and there's no punishes at all. It's just like one button. Like, so they know. They'll block a DP and then do a crouch medium punch, but then no follow-up because they're just not sure of the situation or if that's the right button. Just an easy punish on everything is going to get you through these ranks. When you get higher up, you're going to need to optimize. When you're fighting Grandmaster, you need to get every bit of damage you can on every punish. But for now, for a big portion of your ranked career, just getting the damn punish is worth it. Just sweep the damn demon flip thrower. Just sweep the damn sweep. You don't have to get, oh, I need to walk in, stand medium kick, whatever. No, but that's exactly my point. You go for an easier punish to build your confidence in the punish. If I played Ibuki and did light target combo to punish everything to plat and rank up, you definitely have a more consistent win rate. Yes. Yeah, see, Zenith, your throw punishes? Any punish is better. I'm just trying to tell you guys, I'm guaranteeing you 100% that getting light punishes several times is better than missing your fucking optimal punish and getting it one time per 3 games. Okay? Everybody, and I don't know how many replays I have to show you guys, when you're watching silver rank, even plat, the amount of mistakes is crazy. And no one punishes anything. A Ken will walk up and do a stand heavy kick right in their face. It's -4. They do a jab, but then stop. Because you're not confident. Just do the dang punish. Light, easy punish. Okay? That's what that's about. A consistent, simple game plan is way better than a shitty ass trying to optimize situation where BDN, that's true. That could be that. But oftentimes it's that you don't trust the punish. You don't trust it, or that your timing isn't right, or what. But what I'm saying is that when there's a situation that's so obvious, because I'm talking about, for example, like what did I see that really triggered that? I was like, come on. Oh, it's with command grabs. It's with command grabs. They go like this, like they're like they're one character away from each other, and he goes, "Ooh." And instead of trying to do anything, but that's because they're thinking about bigger things, bigger punishes. Just do the small punish. Do small punishes. I know you guys, BDN, I don't know, BDN might not know what I'm talking about, but I know you lower ranked people know what I'm talking about. Easy punishes. Don't listen to BDN. I know you guys know what to punish. You're just reacting. You're reacting to what you think should be like the best solution there. Easy punishes, okay? Yeah, Medusa, but we're talking about people not punishing DP. Your gold rank, and I see people missing DP punishes. I see it all the time. I watch more low rank matches than you guys do. It's what I do for money these days. It's like my only source of income. So every time I'm watching people's, hey, can you check out my replay, see what my problem is? And then I see a freaking no punishes. And if people were, I tried to be optimized, and that's fine, because if your goal is higher, eventually you want to make your goal higher to, I'm trying to optimize my stuff. That's fine. Light punishes require finesse. Piano fingers. My issue is I'm more consistent with medium punishes than light punishes, so I go for mediums when only lights will work. Or I go for the light and drop it. I think some light punishes are harder. I guess you do have to be a little faster because the block cancel, right? Or the hit cancel. Because it's like jab, light heal or whatever. No, what you're talking about is a frame data thing. Because I'm talking... I wish I can just show you guys a replay of what I'm talking... Any one replay of what I'm talking about. I'm not saying, hey, you know all the punishes. Just do this punish instead of this punish. I'm saying, think about consistency over what's the optimal answer in this situation. Think about consistency first. What can I land every single time? I'm not saying there's one answer that's better than the other. I'm saying... Well, then if medium punishes are consistent, if that's the argument you're going to make, then... Then that's... the topic is consistency over optimization. The topic isn't, hey, you know, this punish is better than this punish, or like whatever. Whatever's more consistent for you. I don't find jab light Tatsu very hard, or any harder than crouch medium punch. I really don't. So, but if it is for you, focusing on consistency, getting little punishes, as Quiggy just said, 150 damage all the time is better than 200 damage 1 in 4 times. Hell, I think 100 damage all the time is better than 200 damage 1 in 4 times. Okay, hey, hey, BDN, check this out. Miss Patricia, right here. What I'm supposed to do on a whiff EX DP is crush counter into my V skill, into heavy DP, into V trigger, into C. If that's too much for you, which I think sometimes for her it is, or at least it was before, that's not coming out. But you know what would come out is something easier. And if you're not able to do that easy one, then you're not able to do the hard one. I'm telling you guys, I see it all the time. Just please trust me that I see this all the time. Okay. For all those who this is pertaining to, just focus on the consistency of a punish, because it's the only thing holding you back right now from getting to a certain rank, because you don't really need to know that much about the game to get to gold rank. You just need to make people pay for their crimes. And actually, Miss Patricia is like the perfect example of what I'm talking about, because she knows the punish, but then you watch her play and she gets it once every 5 games. She's exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know the punish, of course, you watch it and you say, I could have done that, or what could I have done there? You simulate it in training mode, and then you practice the punish. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I mean, and there's a lot of situations, so it's a lot of practice. So I'm not saying it doesn't take work to get there, but I'm saying all I see are missed punishes. So it's like, you know, half the time when I see someone's at a gold rank or below or whatever, that's the first thing I look for. Let's see all these missed punishes. And that's what it is. It's like such a big part of it. Shoto players and gold are just too big brain for me, bruh. A good example for me is well, yeah, we're not talking about, like, I would say it's the same situation for bronze players, but I'm talking about people who know how the game works. Like, there's things that you can punish. They know, if you were to ask Glitter or Petty what the light, medium, and heavy versions of their punishes are, they could tell you. And they might even be able to tell you what the situation is that they can punish. Like, if you were to block a Balrog dash straight up close, what could you do there? Maybe that's not a good example because it's only punishable with a light, but maybe a situation. Akuma stand. I always bring up Akuma's stand heavy punch target combo. Do you guys all know that's punishable? Of course you do. It's like -10. And what I'm saying is, practice punishing it consistently with anything rather than always trying to get the optimal combo. That's all I'm trying to say. Because if you know the optimal combo, that's great, and you should eventually work to get that. But if you're missing every fucking punish, then you need to start a little bit smaller. That's all I'm saying. And work your way up. That's all I'm saying. Alright, BDN. Well, whatever. How about you watch all the fucking replays I watch and see that these people know the punish? You know how many times I just see, like... Yeah. No, I'm not going to even agree to disagree with you. I'm not saying there's no execution barrier there. You're just saying, you're just adding things on top of it that I'm not bringing up. I'm gonna agree with myself that you're wrong. Yeah, the only person I agree with right now is me, and One Time Hero. That's kind of like the only correct options I'm seeing here. No, I don't even say they mess it up. There's just nothing there. I'm not even saying they messed up. I'm saying there's nothing there. Well, what I meant by that is, what I meant by messing up is that there's nothing there. Okay. What's going on, Sanford? Anyway, watch a replay. You see what I'm saying. Sometimes the punish just isn't there, and I know that they know there's a punish there. Do you see what I'm saying? You block a Kuma stand heavy punch, and they know when they block something. Well, let me do that. Remind me to do that after this, BD, and after these topics, we'll go back and watch one real quick, because I kind of just want to get past this other one. Did I see something recently? It's okay. We'll go over it. Because what I'm seeing when I watch is, I think Glitter might be a good example too, where if me and her watch a replay together, we would see a punish situation happen, and she would be able to tell me right then and there, I should have done this. And she could even probably tell me like the big punish for that. And if we weren't always thinking about like the optimal situation, you could just punish a lot of things with the same answer, is what I'm saying. Right, BDM, but when you get to the higher ranks, that's when you want to start learning how to optimize. That's all I'm saying, is that there's a one solution, there's a one answer for tons of different responses. But when you're thinking about, I should have punished this with this, and this with this, and this one this, and this one this, but you can't even get one punish, you're kind of thinking like way beyond your capabilities. That's all I'm saying, is like, you guys just got to be more consistent. Focus on the single answers. And Sanford, feel free to chime in. I'm gonna move on to the next one, but if you have an opinion on what the theme there was, I would like it if I saw more lower ranked players take an easier punish rather than knowing the optimal punish and not doing it most of the matches, is what I was trying to say there. Because I see it all the time when I'm watching gold versus ultra silver, whatever. I just see people standing there because their mind's flustered with, oh, I should have done this. You could ask them after, oh, Patty, what should you have done in that situation? Oh, I should have done this, that. But you knew you could have got this easy answer here. But your mind gets flooded with like, oh, I had a big answer for that or whatever. I think you should practice the optimization after you're comfortable consistently punishing. That's what I mean over consistency over optimization for now. So Sanford, what good is an optimal punish if it's not consistent? Do what works for you, not what will probably work. But I'm saying is that easy answer works for every situation, so it's not changing the answer but practicing it. I'm not saying optimize. Yeah, I mean, you should definitely practice the punish. But what if you're trying to practice like 8 punishes, or barely practicing 8 punishes rather than one easy punish for everything? I think we're saying the same thing, but you're kind of going in this direction. I'm going in this direction. But I think we're going to wind up ecstasy girling at the end. Like, you're here, I'm here. Like this. So let's just move on. Okay. Oh, since Sanford is here, let's talk about the most relevant topic of the importance of tier lists. Here's the importance of tier lists. It tells you that there's a few particular characters that are so good that they can win tournaments, and then there's some that are not likely to win tournaments, and then the rest doesn't fucking matter at all. How about that? I don't give a shit what matchup is this, what matchup is that. As I said before, if I don't like the fucking matchup, I gotta practice it more or whatever. It doesn't matter to me what 6-4, 4-6, whatever. If you're not gonna change your character, then they don't matter at all. If you want to win tournaments and you're not picking a top 5 character, that's the only importance of a tier list. Does your character have what it takes to? Does it have the consistency to win a tournament? If not, then or whatever, then it just doesn't matter. The tier lists are strictly conversation, and that conversation is not even that interesting. BDN says top tier lists only matter on top level play. And yeah, and that only for me is like the top. Like, all you need to know is that Akuma, Urien, and like whatever character you want to come up with are like the shit. That's all you need to know. If you're gonna pick a different character, it doesn't matter if they're B tier, A tier, all that stuff doesn't even matter. All of the, you know, is your priority to win a tournament, and are you using a tournament winning character? That's it. Everything else is completely irrelevant. Could you potentially win a tournament with Alex if everything was perfect? Actually, still probably not. No. That's what you need to know. But tier lists are good to know if your character is truly viable in what situation. Tournaments? Because then you should just be, if you're wanting to win a tournament, your only priority should be picking a top level character, which is pretty much universal. If you look at tier lists, it's always universal. Akuma, Urien. Is there anything else you need to know? Other than Akuma and Urien are the shit? Do you need to know anything else? Wait, you're not feeling alright, Sanford? What the hell? Or do you need to know anything else that like a tier list would cover? I'm interested in what you guys actually have to say about that. You also gotta know how strong other characters are. Why? Or why do we have to cover that in a tier list, though? You have a small headache for the past few days? Damn, it sounds like... when I get headaches when I'm stressing fucking hard. In that sense that if you're going with, say, Ryu or Falk, you're going to be capping yourself. Yeah, see, I feel like you play Ryu, then winning a tournament is just not your priority. Playing Ryu is... There's different reasons for that. I don't think you need a tier list to tell you that. Eat honest. I think he needs some strawberry banana pancakes. Strength is relative. The only reason Geef was top tier in S2 is because he beat all the top 5 even if he lost to the bottom 10. That's how I feel about Cammy. I feel like Cammy handles all these guys, and no one says a thing about her because maybe I don't even know what her bad matchups are. And see, that's why I don't even care. I don't care what a tier list says. If I see Cammy, it doesn't matter to me what anyone says about it. That shit sucks. I don't care. You put her below Vega, or you put her above Vega, below Vega. I don't care. Or Vega. I don't care what you say about Vega or whoever. If you look at my win rate, and I have a 40% win rate against Ryu, but Ryu is placed way lower on the tier list, I don't care. You know? And that's why I just don't really think those matter that much when you're talking about coming up with some meta against something. It's purely for fun, and I don't even think they're that fun. I think it's for people who, well, obviously some of you guys do like tier lists and you're serious about the game, but I think it's mostly for people who want to act like they have a good opinion on something. Like Glitter, I love that podcast. But Jesus Christ, as soon as these guys were mentioning their tier list, I'm like, who gives a shit about this? I don't. And and Bizarro is the homie, and I respect him for everything that he's doing for the community. But why are you guys talking about this? Why am I listening to you guys talk about tier lists? Why would anyone listen to this? I'm hearing people say that Birdie's bad. I gotta get out of here. It's just different levels to it. And the tier list changes with experience too. Like if you were to ask a bronze, who do you think is like so strong in this game? They're like, dude, Alex is fucking cheap, bro. You ask a super bronze, they're like, oh my god, Alex is garbage cheap. He's like so carried. All Alex players are carried. Yes, I know, Glitter. Imagine a world where Alex is carried, or he's a carry character. But then you go up into the Grandmasters and there's no Grandmaster. There's like one Grandmaster. Oh, was to see how people's perspective differ from different ranks. That's cool. And what's up, MOC? That's cool. I get that. Or it's not that cool. It's not really that good of an idea. Because you could sum that up without hearing someone's totally uneducated idea about how matchups work. Like there was that one, I don't know that guy, but one of the guys was just talking about his match. He went on for like 10 minutes about each matchup, and he's like, "Oh, Ed, well, I don't really play Eds, but what if I gather from that is this?" I'm like, oof. Are you about to spend 10 minutes talking about matchups you don't know about? Because you know, I got nothing to do. Yeah, that's a BDN. That's true. It does spark conversation into other things. That's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. All the Ultra Diamond players turn into GM Honda players. Whoa. UGM Honda players. Whoa. Whoa. Holy shit. Dang. Dude, turn that into a tweet. That's hardcore. By the way, who did Comeback Kid use before he used Honda? I'm just asking questions. I really don't think Alex is that bad either. I think the people who use him, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Because that Comeback Kid, boy, he Comeback is right. Come back with a new character. Come back with that UGM. Damn, I've never seen a character switch lead to such success like that before. The only time I've ever seen that was when Cool Kid switched to Abigail and then gets top 8 at fucking Evo. Because Cool Kid is a good player and he just picked the right character at the right time. That is the right character. No one listens to my opinion anyway. So the thing, you know what about that is, Glitter? I think it just has to do with how much time you're in the scene. I just stumbled across, me personally, I just stumbled across you recently. I don't know how long you've been in the scene, but people who have been in there for a long time, of course, their opinions are going to have more weight. But even if you were really skilled and just showed up out of nowhere with no, you know, skin in the community, it's going to be hard to listen to what you're saying. So yeah. Oh yeah, I think that happened to another Honda player. Whoever Jict was using before he used Honda, and then he literally soared to master rank. Just put Kid in your name and you improve. Just change your name to Glitter Kid. That's actually a really good name. And that's the thing about Akuma. I don't think that same thing works with Akuma. I don't think you're gonna be a Ryu player, switch to Akuma and shoot up to Grandmaster. I really don't think that. If you're like a Super Diamond, if you're a Super Diamond Ryu, I do not think picking Akuma is shooting you to Grandmaster. I don't think that's how that works. There's a Honda EU who's a Platinum jury, then Honda came out and it was UGM in 2 months. I'm telling you, Akuma is the best character in the game. He has. This is the only part of a tier list that matters to me, is who's the top dog boy. And if you want to have a character that's your sole responsibility to win with, and you have no excuses when you lose unless you're me, I would say that he has every option for every situation. And if you don't win with him, you only have yourself to blame. Unless you want to blame someone else. I think if I switched to Honda, I would have a higher win rate than with my fucking main. I got Master Rank with Honda after playing ranked in 2 days from 25k. Telling you, man, he's good. Yeah, he's just awkward. Here's a big thing. I always talk to all you guys. I always talk about like the movement, your movement. Honda doesn't really require that movement aspect of the game. The neutral movement. He doesn't really require that. You can move with his specials very well. You see what I'm saying? Stanford, I'm just doing less demons. I gotta just find. I'm looking for different routes. The ones in the bottom right are my Akuma specific stuff, and I'm just demon, especially after. Did you see how much LP I lost doing that? Yeah, I feel like moving against Honda gets you punished. It says because he moves with specials. You know what I'm saying? He moves with his specials, and doesn't need to do anything else. Wait. To be fair, that Honda player was really good, but she really started caring about the character and kept her far more interested. The point is, you're going to get... If you invest in Honda, you're getting up in that rank because Honda's like that. It's not to knock anyone in particular. Like, anytime I kind of jab at Comeback Kid for just miraculously soaring in rank when he picks Honda, I'm not bagging on him. I'm just saying he didn't choose the hardest way to get to UGM. That's quite a leap. You know how hard it was for me to get UGM with my fucking main? You're telling me these guys switch characters, all of a sudden they gain all the fucking tech and strats to shoot up to where it took me years to get to? Give me a fucking break. I'm seeing these people just... I don't know how long these guys have been in the game. It was hard enough getting to master with Rashida. Yeah. I don't know what the lizard meant. Are you talking about B-Skill too? People did that with Seth initially, but then only like the better players are seeing success with Seth consistently. You just did running Eagle Spike all the way to Master Rank. Yeah, I mean it's not a debate. If you want to, I mean, look at the CRI Shadowloo win rate chart. Honda's at the top. Okay, that's just how it is. I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone who's in the chat who uses Honda and has seen success with them, and you want to feel good about your gameplay. That's good. That's fine. But just know what we're all thinking, is what I'm saying. It's a fact. It's just a fact. And it's okay to feel cool about being UGM or whatever it is. But because what at the end of the day, what matters is how much work you put into it. If it was really easy for you to get UGM, like for example, if Punk started a new account and then stored a UGM, it would have zero value to him. But if you're sitting there working really hard to get it, it's gonna matter more. Like remember, guys, when I streamed when I got it, remember how much that meant to me? I was getting emotional. You know why? Because of how much work I put into getting that. Me getting UGM is not the same as Punk getting UGM or Honda player getting UGM. It's different. Okay, I felt I worked every bit I could to get there. I was like psychologically completely burnt after that, you know? I know about how hard it is to work towards something and failing miserably at it. Yeah, I worked hard towards getting 20 demons the other day and failed. Okay, and so we're on our last topic of winning and losing streaks, and the only thing I wanted to mention about this is a short one. This is why I saved this for the end. The winning and losing streaks. Anytime I've been on a winning streak, I had zero fear of losing. Oh, here, I'll put it in the chat, you guys. If you guys haven't seen my new demon video, I put a lot of work into it, and a lot of LP lost. Okay, I lost almost 7,000. So I hope you appreciate it. This is what a lot of missing LP looks like. Or should I just watch it on the stream? Watch on stream? Okay. Well, we'll watch it after this. Okay. I will. Okay, winning and losing streaks. Anytime I was on a crazy-ass winning streak, I was not concerned about losing. I was in the match, but I wasn't all the way in the match. I was just enough in the match to compete, but even near the end, like in situations where if you watch yourself on winning streaks, like go ahead and watch when Gachikun was on that 100 win streak. Look how many of those games were really close. Watch how many of those are really close. That was one mistake away from ending several times. The difference is the fear of losing wasn't there. It was just, how do I win? And whenever I'm on a losing streak, all I can think about are all the mistakes I'm making. You ever get on a really bad losing streak and you just feel awful about yourself? You don't feel awful because of the losing streak. You feel awful because you're focusing on every mistake that you're making. Every mistake you make is stupid. Everything you're doing is dumb. You're focusing on that. That's not... Losing is not the part of it. It's, oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh my god, I suck. Oh my god, this. Oh my god, this character's trash. Oh my god, this, that. That's what's making you feel bad. If I didn't tell you what you did at the end, win or lose, there's no factor. Just like how when you're on a crazy win streak, if you're on a crazy win streak, you don't necessarily feel good about it because you're just breezing through it. Whenever I go on like a crazy one, like I just recently went on that 26 or whatever, I don't even feel like I was playing good. It wasn't like, oh, I'm on a 26 win streak because I'm playing out of my fucking mind. I truly wasn't concerned about the consequences, and I just played my game. And that's how I feel like a lot of these guys play, and why they're so, these 87, 88% warlords, they're just not concerned about all the mistakes that they're making. They just blast through with their game plan, and I wish I was more like that. But I think that does have its limitations. Exactly, BDN. You just play. You feel yourself not quite getting as stressed out about bad situations. Isn't that what you would say it is? You just weren't stressing so hard about it. You were just kind of playing your game and, you know, like letting the chips fall where they may. Do you really wish you were like that? I wish I could turn off evaluation parts of my brain when they're not necessary. I want to be able to choose when I'm in certain mind frames. You know, like I don't want to sit there and hate myself over doing an HK Tatsu instead of sweep on accident. You know, that doesn't help. That's a good way of looking at it, Mag. The only problem is, I don't know if you've ever been on a losing streak, because maybe you're the type of person I talk about who doesn't really dwell on mistakes, but if you're someone who dwells on mistakes, you're going on losing streaks, because you're losing because you hate the way you're playing. Alex Noah, this is one of your biggest problems, is that something tells me you dwell really hard on your mistakes. You're done before the match is over. Sometimes you're done before the match starts. If you're on a losing streak, a lot of time you're done. You lost already before the match starts, and if you win, you're lucky. If you win on a bad losing streak and you're feeling bad about yourself, you won because you're lucky. And actually, Glitter, we just went through this. Remember the other day when I was like, I'll get off when I finally win a set, and then every time I win a set, I'm like, well, he's just a fucking loser. You remember that? And I didn't count the ones I thought did not deem qualified for my redemption. I was like, oh, well, that doesn't count. They suck. You see the mental trick I was playing on myself? Because the thing was, whether or not they did suck, I was only focusing on the shitty aspects of my gameplay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Trash. You guys know that as well as I do when these things happen. I felt myself falling. You can feel yourself spiraling. And Glitter says, I saw it then, that's why I told you to stop. But you know, just as well as I know, that that is out of our control. So yeah, anyway, you guys can feel it when you're not feeling good, and sometimes I think one way we trick ourselves into that is we feel like we should persevere. I'm not gonna quit. I ain't no quitter. I don't quit. Yeah, well, maybe quit. Maybe you're just gonna keep losing, and it's okay to quit. What is the point? Because here's the thing, Glitter, even if you won 3 games in a row, you're still not gonna feel good. You're still going to think, I'm just getting lucky. The people I'm playing just suck. And see, Sanford, I get what you're saying, but also at some point, you need to understand when it's becoming harmful. Right? Because we all know that when like cameras are on or you're by yourself, you behave differently. Oh, taking a break is fine. You overcame it once a few days ago. That's good. A few streams ago. I always quit when I'm down, and I always worked out great. That's the thing. Like maybe BDN, maybe you are missing out on some revolutionary crawling from the grave situation. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we are. But at the end of the day, we need to look out for our well-being first, and none of us do that because, well, anyone like me doesn't do that because, quite frankly, the game is more important than your well-being. What's going on, Jishnu? We put a lot of us definitely has put the game and their psychology behind the game in front of their well-being. And any of you guys who take this game seriously that say that's never affected your well-being, get out of my chat because I don't like liars. If you put enough of yourself in this game, you put it over your well-being at times. Okay? And this is what a losing streak is. Sometimes you just are on a losing streak because people are better than you too. There's always that chance too. You could just be losing because people are better than you. Oh, really? Just knew? That's right. Good to be back, I'm sure. Anyway, was there anything before I move on that you guys wanted to quickly go over that you might have missed? Just let me know. I want to hear your guys' opinions on things too. I'm spitting monologues a lot of the time, but I like to hear what you guys have to say about things too. I get most frustrated when I lose to stupid stuff that I know is coming but doubted they would actually do it. And don't you think that could fall into the same like mental trick you're playing on yourself where it's almost like a part of you doesn't want to win? It's hard to explain, but sometimes I wonder to myself, like, am I losing on purpose? Or am I purposely sabotaging myself? Yeah, that's true, Sanford, but we can't deny that there's just some people who go on giant winning streaks way more often. So they learn how to like curve the luck in their favor.